Whenever you're ready, man.
Aye, so kind of debrief on the North Coast 500. Aye, it was obviously not the result that I was looking for, but like a lot of learning, a lot of things went on in the background. I'm not going to bore everybody with the ins and outs of it, but it's been a cunty a year for me, and I kind of put, which is a tendency for me, I put a lot of pressure on myself to go and break this world record, and which straight away was a kind of, not then, but now is a warning sign, because I've never, in any of the big runs that I've done, I've never ever went out to break any records. But I think because of the year that I'd had, I sort of fantasised it and, you know, came up with, if I can break this record, then that's going to fix everything that's happened, sort of thing. Which, as Luke pointed out, and now that I can see in hindsight, it wasn't the breaking of the record and the run wasn't what fixed me. It was having a goal to strive for again, and the process of getting there, which was kind of got me into a better place.
I think your high vis is in here, Emma. You want it?
Yeah, I'll put it on before we go up.
How'd you all sleep?
Like a
Alright.
rock.
Not
amazing.
Not amazing.
How were your plugs?
Well, I never needed them actually.
No?
No, you weren't snoring.
Wow.
Well done, wee man.
Good, well done.
High five. Smashed it.
Here we go.
This is it, bro.
Here we go.
This is it.
Here we fucking go. Right, Flora McD. See you in 6 days. Let's go. I'll see you in 5 days, 20 hours.
Look at that.
I think.
No, look at me! Look at that big puppy!
Do you know what I think is really nice is like I've actually seen you in a family setting for the first time.
Yeah.
Where it's like you and Blake just chilling around. And do you know what I think's just mad about being around Blake is that you realise he genuinely is just a wee guy.
Yeah.
Like he just does everything that
Yeah.
a wee guy wants to do.
Yeah.
Like he runs around
he's
shouting.
been so content as well with it all. You know, there's been a lot of travelling. You've been able to sit in the motorhome, and yeah, he's just done it all in his stride.
Yeah.
Like he's not complained once. He's loving seeing all this. Like just obviously the cows and stuff here makes it a big help for us for when we're stopping to see Max and help him with these checkpoints. He's taking everything in his stride, and you know we'll get some fishing in later on for him and try and make this a wee holiday for him as well.
And like, see when you're out here, obviously do you ever notice a difference between like him and like someone who's just like not got DMD, like kind of when you're cutting around in your daily routine, because it does seem he is genuinely just a normal kid.
Like looking at him, you wouldn't know, would you, really? But you definitely do see a difference, like when you see other kids, like just even wee things like walking and things, like, you know, they're a bit faster and they can do things that Blake can't do. But again, I do think he's doing really well, and these steroids have really helped as well. Like you can even like walking up and down the stairs, like he's doing so well with that, but whereas before he couldn't even do that. So but you do see other kids sometimes, and you do think
it puts a wee hold on
definitely
stuff,
it makes you feel a bit
you do what you can to make it make him feel as normal as possible.
100%. I feel like he does as well. I feel like he doesn't have a clue, which is great. Like that's what you want. So but he's doing well, he's loving it.
He's doing really good.
And as Blake's parents, obviously you're having a good time with him out here, but is there points where you just remember it and you kind of it impacts your day, or do you just take it in your stride as you go? And
for me personally, yes. I think at some points during this, when you see like obviously Max when he fights his demons and stuff, and everything he's going through and the effort that everyone's putting in, obviously you have fun doing it, but then you do take a minute and realise why you're doing it.
What it's for,
why we're doing all this and for what it's going to come. And it does put a little reminder on it. It's especially the ends are very emotional when we see everyone that's took part. And as I said, we've got an amazing support group around us. It's unbelievable. Like even the shares, donations, everything about it. Which obviously makes you feel good that he's got that support network. But then you do realise that no matter what support you have, it's still going to happen.
I think as well, I need to obviously go tomorrow, and we've got an appointment with a specialist, so I think that does take it away a bit as well, but we're just trying not to think about that, having fun, and we know he's loving it. He's so excited to be in the motorhome and be with all you, he's bossing you all about, especially you, Luke. Hey, come on, Luke. So he's loving it, so it's nice.
I didn't know you were behind me there. 1 out of 39 done.
he's buzzing to finally get started.
Aye mate, that's the nerves subsided already, do you know what I mean? It's anticipation. All the build up, fucking, you know what I mean? Even getting in there this morning, do you know what I mean? I was getting all nervous about that. Oh no, I might not get in. But that boy was sound, that gaffer was brand new. 7 months in the making. Well, no, what was September? 9 months. 9 months in the making. Aye mate, it's fucking... Time's just a funny thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sometimes time's slow and sometimes it's rapid. Basically the run, so it kind of... I felt great. The 200-mile training run went great. Like I say, I think I probably put too much pressure on myself to break the record. If I'd have just said to myself, just go out and run it and finish it, I think it would have been a completely different outcome. Like I say, the training run went well. The schedule that I was trying to work to went well. I was sleeping, I was eating, everything went pretty good. And that kind of filled me with confidence for the big run. Luke Ivory, the guy who had the record, when I went and met him, he even said to me, and this goes to show how tunnel vision that I can be, he even said to me when I was talking to him about it, he was like, I struggled to sleep when I was doing it. For me personally, that's never been an issue. I've never on any, I can fall asleep standing up. On any ultras that I've ever done, it's never ever happened to me before. What usually happens is the first night shift, when it starts getting dark, your eyes start going, you start going limp because your body's wanting to go to sleep. And then you hallucinate, something happens, something crazy happens, and then it jolts you back to life and you have a wee giggle and go, oh fuck, that was a bit mad. And then, it brings you back too. But that just never happened. I was waiting for it on the first night. I was waiting for it to come because it always does. Never happened on the first night. And then, on every checkpoint leading up to the first night shift, I couldn't sleep. I was just sitting there with my eyes shut, setting my alarm on my phone, and I was just waiting for the alarm to go off, which again was strange and is, very unlike me. But I think that came from, now looking at it in hindsight, I think that came from the pressure that I'd put on myself to break the record. If I hadn't, you know, if I'd have said I'm just going to run it and finish it, I think I probably could have fell asleep, no bother. Well, I know I could have.
Nice walking marks and uphills.
Nice.
So, a couple of miles till I get to Dad.
How you feeling?
Yeah, alright.
Nice.
Not amazing. Not terrible.
Good.
Just alright.
We like that. Bye.
Want to tell him to bring the jar of pistachio butter out at the next stop with a spoon. About 7 miles away. That was sugar.
Happening, brother.
Much.
How you doing?
Right, mate.
Good first marathon.
First marathon done about 33 miles, so 50k.
How do you feel like your mindset is?
Yeah, fine, mate. Nearly started crying back there.
Did you?
A bit early for that. I'll sleep on the next one, though, I know I will. The next time I get to my dad, I will fall asleep.
Were you a good sleeper?
Aye. Fall asleep on the end of a pencil, mate.
I had the drone out and I was filming you back there, and it was stressing me out watching the cars go past you.
Some of them don't move at all.
No.
Some of them are really good and go fucking give you a wide berth. Some of them just don't give a fuck.
Mate, surely that's quite
It's terrible.
hard mentally as well.
Ah,
I think it's one of those things that you don't really actually consider before it. Yeah.
well, I've been running on the roads for
Yeah.
training, so I knew this was going to be part of it, so I'm kind of accustomed to it now.
Yeah. When you're doing something like this, does it feel a bit more mad, or does it just feel like another step on your journey?
I wouldn't say it feels any more mad. I respect the fact of how long it's going to take. You know, I'm well aware of how long fucking 5 days, 20 hours really is. So I kind of know that I'm going to be in the dungeon for a long time, but does it feel any more mad? Probably no, mate, to be honest with you.
You good? Excellent. Switch. Sean said he'll meet you at another bit with the pistachio butter.
Right, fine.
Because he kept it in the motorhome.
Pee.
Oh, well. There's a bush.
Let's go. I'm picking up.
What's that? Good job. Watch your six.
Order everyone.
Just say when, like. No.
Cecil. Cecil.
on, take it properly, please. Right, a little bit more.
One more.
A little bit more, swallow that stuff. Swallow it. Right, go on. Well
Yay!
done. High five.
Well
me,
done.
man.
Look at me.
It's gone.
Well done.
It's all gone. So Blake takes his steroids every morning. It's just to make sure that his muscles stay nice and strong. And obviously, as we've seen already, a big difference in just a couple short months that he's been taking it. You can definitely see his strength, you know, has definitely improved. Even like, again, walking up the stairs, little things in life that are easy to normal kids. You can definitely see his strength taking them every day, so it does make a big, huge difference. So it's so important that he has them every morning.
No.
No, still here. The next 3 days are going to be hard graft. The elevation. I'm cutting it fine for all the times.
Are you ahead right now?
Aye. Got an hour ahead of schedule. I think I'm probably going to lose a few toenails over the course of this look.
Are you chuffed to crack your first 100 mile in a day?
Aye, no, that's the first time I've ever done 100 miles in 24 hours, so I was delighted with that. I did have to push for it though. I did have to work for it.
When you were kept pushing for it, were you thinking, should you be pushing for it? Or
Aye, sometimes. But it was the last 8 miles, the last checkpoint yesterday, so after I pushed for 100, I was kind of gassed a wee bit for the last 4. I started falling asleep, man. And I was fucking raging. I couldn't keep my eyes open. A mile before I got to my dad's van. Got in the van, couldn't sleep.
Have you got a new mantra for this run?
Pain in my legs does not exist, but the world record does. That's what I was saying to myself all last night.
So, went into the first night shift. I was waiting for the ultra shrippies to come. They never came. And then going through the first night shift, it was coming into the first morning. The sun was coming up and stuff. And I thought, right, surely when I get back to the checkpoint this time, I'm going to fall asleep. As I was running to the checkpoint, started falling asleep. I was like 10 minutes away from the van, falling asleep, struggling to keep my eyes open. Came back to, got to the van, and then couldn't sleep when I was in the van. And so that, you know, gone into this the second night shift, I met Sean and I met Luke and Emma, and I was feeling all right before it got pitch dark. And then going up the back of Gairloch, I said to Luke, I says, make me a coffee. I need a coffee to keep me up here. So I had the coffee, and then just never done anything for me. And as I was going up the back of Gairloch, I was just like 40 minutes solid, going limp, falling asleep, hallucinating, looking up at the stars. The stars were all moving about, looking at the lines on the road, the markings, they were all shifting. And like I say, your body, like you're literally swaying from side to side. Your body's gone limp and you're trying to keep yourself awake. Then as I was coming up the top of a hill, a car came over and I was on his side of the road and he was flashing me, and then I came to and ran over to the other side of the road. And then even after that happened, I started falling back asleep after it. And then eventually when I fought my way through it, like I say, it was happening for about 40 minutes. It was like, I've never experienced it for that long before. And then when I kind of came to again, it's just the crazy, you know, all the bad thoughts just started coming in. That, you know, oh, I can't do this without any sleep. What if I get hit by that car there? I started thinking about the Southern Upland Way and getting lost in a storm, and my dad had to phone Mountain Rescue, and everything just started getting on top of me. And it's like I was saying to you, look, it's, if you can't catch that first domino when you're doing this stuff, it's fucking game over.
You want anything while you're here?
Nah. That was fucking tough, man.
Alright.
There's a lot of fucking bad shit happening, man.
Yeah, I do have it.
Had to go for a snooze on a rock for 5 minutes.
You're tripping out and just going to sleep.
I had to shut my eyes, mate. My eyes were just shutting.
Do you have a wee sleep?
I just got 5 minutes on a big stone there. Just need like a decent kit, do you know what I mean? But aye, man, it's fucking, that was hard there mentally. That was really hard. Thinking about all the different things that I could make up to quit, and fucking injuries that I could make up. Fucking, I say I've got a blood clot in my foot. That's what was going through my head. Crazy shit.
Mental.
Especially because you've no slept as well.
Ah, it's just your brain just starts playing mad tricks on you.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I felt great the whole time. I had a wee wobble last night, just thinking, oh fuck man, this is going to be a long shift. But I managed to pull myself out of it reasonably quickly. This morning felt great, and that's just that last sleep there. It's just fucked me up, man. Right, I'm not going to have too much more of this because I do want to try and sleep, but my eyes are fucking shut.
How long you got now to your dad?
9 miles.
9.
So I don't know, 2-3 hours anyway. Right, that'll do. And unfortunately at that time I just couldn't stop the dominoes from falling, and it just snowballs very, very, very quickly when you start going, I can't do this. And then like the body has an amazing way of keeping the pain at bay. So like through the first night shift, I'd ran 100 miles, I was obviously sore, but I wasn't, you're not in agony because your mind's still saying to your body, I've got 5 more days of doing this. So your body, pumps you full of painkillers, whatever it is, but it keeps the pain at bay. And as soon as that mindset goes, as soon as you go, I can't fucking do this anymore, the pain just comes on tenfold. It's like, I don't know how it works, the science of it, but the pain really wasn't bothering me that much. As soon as that first domino fell, I was in agony. And then I couldn't run because I was in that much pain. Still had 10 miles to walk back to the van, and Luke was there. That night was fucking freezing as well. Time I got back to the van, I was absolutely chittering. There was actually one point, if anybody's ever seen I Know What You Did Last Summer, there's a guy that, hopefully I've not got this wrong, but there's the killer guy in it, the bad guy in it, wears a big fisherman's jacket. It's like a big long latex jacket, spooky looking jacket. And there was a red, like triangle red road sign that usually says like stop or has like an exclamation mark or something in it anyway. And then there was like a street sign underneath it on this pole. And I was looking at that, and it was like the guy who I Know What You Did Last Summer with a big red raincoat on holding a baby. And it was freaky as fuck. It was scary. And then when I got up to it, obviously I've went, fucking hell, that's a road sign. And then it was just crazy hallucinations happening, looking up at the stars. They were all shifting about everywhere. And then, like I say, once the first domino goes, it's very, very difficult to get them all back. So I walked the last 10 miles into the van, and, before I even got to the van, I was like, I'm fucking done here. I've just not got it in me to bring this back.
You'd have company today and stuff. Yeah, he'd have to try again. It's the only thing that would probably get him through it. I'll give you. Yeah, I'll do that, mate. Hopefully.
And it's frustrating, and I've frustrated myself with it since because, I've, again, being a bit obsessive, I've done the maths on it, and I could have fucking walked the rest of it. I could have walked for the next 2 days, and on the last day, well, maybe it would have been different this time, I don't know, but usually when you know you're going to finish on the last day or the last half day, the painkillers start getting pumped into your body again. You feel strong, you feel great, and you can start shifting again. So subsequently, I've done the maths on it, and I still could have broke the record, but I think that obsession over breaking the record was ultimately the downfall of it. I think had I not have put that much pressure on myself to break the record and convinced myself that it was so possible for me to do it, I think it would have been a completely different run. Not get too spiritual with things and stuff like that, but it is like a spiritual thing when you do this kind of stuff. It's like it just completely strips your day-to-day brain away from the brain that you're in when you're doing it. You're not thinking about work, you're not thinking about the MOT on your motor that's coming up, you're not thinking about the fucking council tax bills, you're not thinking about going to the shops for your ma, you're not thinking about anything else apart from, I just need to get to where I'm going here. And it just it makes things simple. It just strips away all the noise and all the chatter that you get in your day-to-day life, and it's just like a very solemn thing. You're there, you're in pain, you've got a mission to do, and it's a very simple thing. But it's also a very difficult thing to do. It's not easy. And unfortunately on this occasion I just didn't have the fucking beans to do it. One thing that I do want to say, which is interesting, that I've been thinking about a lot, not to go into details, but when I was in the van on the way up with my dad, there was two situations that had happened in my life, not regarding me, but family members, and I felt compelled to ask my dad this question, and we weren't even talking about nothing to do with it. But I felt inside me, I felt compelled to ask this question to him, and it was, when, why can we not say to the people we love certain things in case, that we think is good for them and we think we're saying the right thing, but why can we not tell them these things? And he says, well, everybody's got their own life, you don't want to hurt people, and blah, 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 blah. And then at the end of me asking him, I answered my own question by saying, well, they probably wouldn't listen anyway. And like I say, I felt compelled to ask him that question, and it just, once I'd asked him and we spoke about it, I never thought about it again. But when I came back to the van after chucking the towel in, my dad was like, right, just jump in your sleeping bag, try and get some sleep. Woke up, and one of the first things that he said to me was, I didn't want to say this to you before the run, but we all tried to tell you not to do it. Try not to greet here. And it was just mad how that came full circle, and it was just a mad moment. It's, unless you've done it, you don't know what I'm talking about, but it's all your emotions, everything. It's just a fucking crazy wee journey that you go on when you do this shit. But it was, unfortunately I didn't have it, but that is what it is. That's me, mate.
We're eventually here,
Yeah,
on the big one.
it's crazy to be honest.
It is madness, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's been some trips so far as well. I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like we obviously came out here to film Max, but it's actually been a really, really nice experience for you as a dad as well, because Blake's been here.
Yeah, it's something that obviously Blake doesn't like to sit still. He does get quite annoyed at stuff like that, but he's took everything amazingly being out here. Everything. He's been very outgoing, he's been catching fish, catching crabs, constantly in the water. Then even, the long stints in the motorhome, he's more than happy. He's enjoying going, seeing the scenery, and even the whole way he understands now, I think, what Max is actually doing. And he's always, excited to see him every time we pass him and stuff. So, no, it's really good. And it's good to see him come out of shell in a situation like this. Just as we're chatting here, I would like to just do a massive shout out to everyone really, just for all the support, the shares, the likes, donations, everything. It's, as a family, it means the world to us, and you know, every small click that you do on social media and stuff is a massive, massive impact on Blake's life. Also, I want to thank the team, Luke, who's behind the camera, my sister Emma, Blake's mum Neve, and obviously Blake himself for keeping our spirits high and cheery the whole way.
It's definitely
And-
kept it a lot more lighthearted.
Sorry?
It's kept it more lighthearted.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it takes your mind off what you're actually doing it for. And obviously the biggest thank you to the man himself, Max. Honestly, words I can't say to thank you enough for everything you've done and everything you're doing and probably going to do in the future. Honestly, you're family to us, and yeah, we love you. Thank you.